Make sure you favorite all of our special guests and also Emoji J, wherever he's hiding. Thank you for the records. Now, you guys, we do get started every week with some type of pet trivia or animal trivia. Sometimes it's related to the special guest, and sometimes it's just at my whimsy. Today, it is at my whimsy day, and I think it's because somebody was talking about kangaroos, and I got all excited about kangaroos. Now, I think it's funny. Kangaroos are funny, and I don't know why I think it is funny, but I saw multiple Instagram videos people have sent me this last week of kangaroos misbehaving. Now, I'm all for a little kangaroo misbehaving. So we're going to do a little kangaroo trivia and see what you guys know about the naughty roos, okay? Let's start with an easy question. Like, what is a group of kangaroos called? Like, all my Aussie friends might know this. What is a group of kangaroos called? Is it called a crash? Is it called a swarm? Is it called a mob? Or is it called a knot? What do you think it is called? A crash? A swarm? A mob? Oh, you guys, I feel like you know kangaroo stuff. It is called a mob. I don't know why I think it's funny. Kangaroos live most of their lives in a mob because they are social. And although some mobs have only 3 or 4 members, others can have as many as 100. So, you know, if somebody's like, yeah, I'm part of the mob, you could ask them, do you have part kangaroo? Do you know any kangaroos? Like, who else is in your mob? You have is it an underboss roo? Like, do you hop around? Like, what happens when one mob member misbehaves? Anyways, whatever. All right, where do kangaroos live? Where do they live? Australia. Where did the most of them live, I should say? Australia, Africa, Europe, or Asia? Where do the most kangaroos live? Christopher's coming in hot. Is it Australia, Kitty? I feel like you guys know too much about kangaroos already. Like, okay, there are the most kangaroos do live in Australia. And there are actually more kangaroos in Australia than actual people. Yeah, you're welcome. I'm glad I could share that with you. Yeah, you can look it up yourself. Can a red kangaroo jump? Now, some of these kangaroos can really, really hop around. Thank you for all the gifts, you guys. I appreciate them all. How far can a red kangaroo jump? Is it 20 feet, 15 feet, 10 feet, or 25 feet? How far can a red kangaroo jump? I see, is it 10? No. Is it 25? Ooh, Isaac. A red kangaroo can reach speeds of over 35 miles per hour. Yeah. Their bounding gait allows them to cover 25 feet in a single leap. And it can jump up to 6 feet high. 6 feet high. So it can jump 25 feet and it can go as high as 6 feet. And they can go as fast as 35 miles per hour in one single bound. Yes, Jay. I don't know about you, but you're probably not going to outrun a mad kangaroo, okay? You are not going to outrun a mad kangaroo. Did you guys see the AI dogs? I think they need to make AI kangaroos, okay? I don't know if you all saw that video, but I think they got it all wrong. I think they need to be making kangaroos. All right. These things. All right, what do kangaroos eat? Maybe you guys know about these eating kangaroos, maybe you don't. But what do kangaroos eat? Do they eat birds? They eat insects. Do they eat rodents or grass? Like, what do they eat? Like, I see a lot of you both guys, like all kinds of answers. Let's start with plants. That's not an option. I guess we'll go with grass. And grass it is. Okay. Different species of kangaroos have different diets for sure, but all true kangaroos are strict herbivores. Don't worry, they're not coming for your blood, okay? They eat mostly grass and shrubs. And smaller species of kangaroos only actually consume fungi, like mushrooms. Yeah, that part. I know that part. Yuck. Yeah. Okay. Snowy, when you're ready, please request the box and let me know you're ready. What do you call a male kangaroo? And if you say your ex-boyfriend, I am going to be disappointed. What do you call a male kangaroo? Is it called a jack? Is it called old man? Is it called a boomer? Or is it all of the above? Jay's like, you call it a Joey. Is it the jack? Ooh. Is it old man? Is it boomer? Or is it all of them? Male kangaroos are called bucks, boomers, jacks, and old men. Now you have a new insult to tell your boyfriend when you get angry, okay? Females are does, flyers, or jills. And the young ones, the young kangaroos are called joeys. Yes, the young ones. All right, now this is the last question of the night before my special guest comes in the box. And let's see, what you know. This is about the little baby kangaroos. A newborn kangaroo is the size of a what? A lima bean, a watermelon, a grapefruit, or a plum? Is it lima bean, watermelon, grapefruit, or plum? Like, just to give you a fruit reference, right? I see a lot of people picking out grapefruit. Is grapefruit right? No, it's not. Is it lima bean? Oh, it is lima bean. A newborn kangaroo is about 1 inch in length. It's approximately the size of a lima bean. Thank you for the gift. Still though, essentially a fetus, the newborn swims through its mother's fur to reach her pouch, where it will remain till it's 7 or 8 months old. That is the end of pet trivia. So if you are coming in here just now, welcome into Meow and Me. This is a featured pet show. The only people who are able to get in the box this hour are my special guests. And we are going to welcome in my featured special guest tonight. Her name is Snowy. Please welcome her in. Nicholas, please stop requesting the box. Yeah, get out of the box. Thank you. Like, what?
Hi, you gonna say hi to everybody? Say hi. Come on. Oh, you don't want to? Yeah, we waited all
Oh,
day for this.
hello,
Yeah,
baby.
look at you. She says, I do like the people. Hi.
Oma.
Oh,
Oma.
oh, thank
We
you.
want to
It's
see the
okay,
kitty.
Mama. I
No,
got you. I know.
um,
Oh, are you
Snowy,
for real? She
who do
is
you
caught in
have
my
in your
shirt.
hands right now?
Her name is Mo. Her
Mo.
name is Mo, and she is the light of my life. She's going to be 5 years old. She says,
And
Mommy
tell
woke me
us,
up from my nap.
how did you name Mo? How did you name Mo, and where did you get Mo from?
I got her, and she was about 8 months old, and she was in a pet store, and I saw her on a Friday, and I fell in love with her. She was instantly like paw out of the plexiglass, trying to touch me. I was instantly like, I've got to see you. I've got
Oh,
to see you Saturday. I've got to see you Sunday. And we adopted her like a week later or so. And she's been with us. It'll be 4 years in June. Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
wow. So, and
I
you
have two
did
older
you
brothers.
decide to name her Mo because she was already named Mo?
Her name was Marissa, but I really liked Mo because I felt like it was really like who she was, and her name was spelled Morisa, and I was like,
Okay.
oh, I really like just Mo. I think it's just simple, and it's just, it stuck with her, and that's totally her name. That's feels like it's always been her name.
She's so pretty. Like I can see why you are like I just want to smush her. I want to smush. Now you've said
Oh,
you've
she's
had her
so
since
soft.
she was just a little baby,
8 months.
basically 8 months is a young
Yeah.
cat. And what have you learned about cats as she's gotten older?
Okay, so she is every bit just as sassy or sassier now than when I got her. Like she came in and she got into my car and she's in the carrier with her little paws crossed. Like she's just the daintiest little princess. Okay. And I mean, she's very particular. She doesn't come and sit on you if she doesn't want to.
Mm.
And sometimes, yeah, if you interrupt a nap, she's like, I'm gonna be a pissed off for a second, but I love you. I know. I
I mean,
know.
I like turned the comments off so I could see her more clearly. She's so cute.
Oh,
It's so
can I
hard,
put you down for a
Snowy.
minute?
I want to see her
That's
so
all
bad. Like
right.
I love the kid. Now, what do you guys like to do the most, or what does she like to do the most with you?
She is with me all the time. So if I'm cooking, if I'm doing anything, like if I'm in the bathroom, she's with me. If I'm washing clothes, if I'm folding laundry, anything. Yeah, she can do, I mean, honestly, she's with me pretty much all the time. Do you want to be on the back of the sofa? Huh? No?
Now, do you have other
Okay.
pets in the household as well?
I do. Her brother's going to be 13 tomorrow, and then her other brother is going to be 12, and yeah, in August. So, oh
Now,
my gosh,
they're
she is
older.
abandoned ship. She is like team cat. Yeah, they're older, but she loves them and she plays with them kind of like in a I still want to play with you. Like I still want to hang out with you. Yeah.
Now, Snowy, when you got her, did you already have the other pets?
Yes. Yeah, I already had both of her brothers. I'm going to show you her brothers. So I'm going to show
Okay.
you this is what she wants to do. Here. Here. Oh, how can I flip? There we are. There's George.
Hi,
Yeah.
George.
Say hi, George.
Oh, George is adorable
And then
too.
say, I'm right here. I'm
Hi,
right here.
Mo.
Yeah.
Poke him.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
You gonna poke the
oh my
kitties.
goodness. I didn't
Hey,
poke her. I didn't poke you. I promise I didn't poke you. Are you coming back? Are you happy now? Thank you. Oh my gosh. That was I was like anything for the cats, right? Honestly.
well,
Come on, baby.
so Snowy, so did you do, so you had like you obviously had George first, and when you introduced
Hmm.
Mo into the household, tell us a little bit how the process went. Was it easy? Did you have to separate them? How did you integrate Mo into George? Or yeah, George into Mo, or both,
Okay.
both
Well,
ways.
I have three, and like the other two boys, like I think George was the most apprehensive, and since so he kind of sets the mood. So if he's kind of like, upset, he can set off the other cat. And
Oh.
I separated them for the longest time because I saw Jackson Galaxy. He's the cat daddy, right? So he says like if you're bringing in a like not a small kitten, but a cat that is, maybe has been around other animals. Maybe that cat kind of wants to just pal around, and these other cats have not been around a kitten in a long time. So, like, the space was necessary. So she was in the bedroom and totally like separate, right? And it was really nice though, that they got gradually used to each other because they're really close now. So like they really look forward to seeing each other and they'll snuggle. So,
You
but
know,
yeah, she's
I
really right by my side.
I love the fact that you referenced a well-known kind of cat whisperer, Jackson Cats, and he has some like cat information online for free. He also ran a TV series, I think, as well at one point. I don't know if he still does or not, Snowy, but like you said, it was like you kind of integrated them slowly together. And I think that's an important thing for anybody who's thinking about having another pet involved in another pet's life. Thank you guys for all the gifts. Thank you, Kay. So, I'm wondering if you can reveal some insights that about that a little bit more, Snowy, because you did it versus us
Yeah.
watching someone else do it. Um, what insights would you have too that may make it easier for other people if they were doing that?
Consider the space that you have, and the amount of pets that you already have. So if you're considering, a pet that will get along eventually with other animals, consider, getting a cat that has maybe been around other cats before and just giving them their adequate space with food and litter boxes. And if they want to eat something different, but still together, like allowing that. And then if like I don't know, maybe I really kind of overstimulated her and, I should have just let her run off earlier because she would probably have already been back. But George is over here and he's like, hey, I'm taking full advantage. I'm like, that's fine.
Okay, you like George too. George is
Yes.
adorable. What? He can steal the spotlight?
Yeah. Well, the second she met him, and it was kind of funny because I tried to put them together sooner than I should have. And Mo reached out and kind of pet him. Like she was like, I want to pet that big kitty cat. And that's what kind of kicked off their relationship was George was like, who just touched me? And looks up and it's this tiny little gray cat. And he's just like, I don't know you. But now they're just best of friends. You see them twinning all the time. It's really cute. Mo is the cat. Yeah, she's awesome. She's my baby. So, yeah.
Yeah. And how I have to ask because I like to ask this question. Thank you guys for all the gifts. Um, how does having cats make you feel?
Really happy because there's always someone to cuddle with and snuggle with. And since they're all different, like George may be kind of like really in my business right now, but in the morning, it's his brother that really likes attention. And then Mo is just kind of palling around all the time. Like, what are you into? But if she's kind of like, doing her own thing right now. So it's just, come here, girl. Hi, hi. To come back. Yeah. She's like, yeah, but I don't know if I'm coming back.
And that's okay.
But
It's okay.
yeah, having cats is just like it's really changed just I don't know, maybe my temperament because I have to realize that my mood not only affects me, but affects them and my environment, just like your environment when you have children or when you have like, maybe you're caring for parents or older people in your life and you just have this environment that you need peace in. Having cats kind of provides that peace for me. And yeah, I don't know what I'd do without them. I think they're great. So, yeah.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I think that that's beautiful. Now how do you deal with feeding them, Snowy? Do you have to separate their food, or do that you have like a feeding schedule, or do you like they free range, maybe like J Dubs does. He free ranges. I no, I'm just I mean, what like
Okay, so free rela yes. Yeah, they have free eat and they also get fed twice a day. Free range for the win. Yes. Oh my gosh. Ah, oh, that's great.
I just pick it.
Um, no, I love it. No, 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 no. I appreciate it. No. They get fed twice a day because my one cat is on hyperthyroid medicine and he's like really driven by food. So if I'm gonna force this cat to take medicine twice a day, it also has to come with the benefit of like, oh, I'm gonna get a can of food. So twice a day, he's kind of crazy about canned food. So yeah.
Okay, now how did you know that your cat had hyperthyroidism? And, what were some of the signs of having a pet that has hyperthyroidism? And how did you go about getting that diagnosis? And what are some of the things that you have to do differently because of it? And which one is it, Joe, or is it Mo, or is it George?
It's Nacho. Nacho, the oldest cat. He is the one, and he got diagnosed. It's been like 6 years now. So he's completely like blown away, like any diagnosis of like a cat with hyperthyroidism that doesn't get radiation treatment, that has to take medicine, has any kind of limited, um, abilities. Because as long as you find out that they have that, because he showed telltale symptoms, like he licked his coat excessively. It was very waxy. He also would be, his mood was different. And like just taking him to the vet, they kind of said, oh, he's exhibiting these very clear signs of hyperthyroidism. And then, initially getting on the medicine created a skin condition, which got worse before it got better. But like fast forward to now, he's he still plays. He's 13 years old tomorrow, and he plays every now and again, like as if he's just a few years old. And I'm like, oh, look at him. Because he even had to get on more medicine to gain a little bit of weight, which even kind of like fixed his mood or his like crazy orange need for like screaming for food in the way only an orange cat could do. So, yeah.
I like we do like torties and orange cat vibes. We like mouthy cats. Thank you, MC. Do you take them out for walks or anything like that? Do you ever put them on leashes, or do they free range outside, or they just stay inside?
We stay inside only. I did have a cat once upon a time that would go outside with me, and he was a free range, gigantic floof, and we miss him. But he was like, I don't know, just like all those great rock and roll people that died around age 27. He was like not even four for a cat, so it was like unexpectedly really young. But having the group of cats that I have now, they're so like happy with each other. They have a special bond within that. They know each other's faces, and every now and again I'm like, oh, somebody's in a mood. Because I just like I hear somebody coming around the corner and then it's just like, sliding, yeah, across the floor. So
I mean, have you had pets your whole entire life, or did you get them when you were older?
I've always had cats around. Like we kind of were back to back neighbors with the crazy cat lady. She had dozens of cats, and we would go back. Oh, we'd go back by the garage, and there were just plentiful cats. Just pet us, pet us. And it was just like, absolutely. It was a petting zoo of cats. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I just want to make sure I heard this correctly. You were back to back neighbors with the crazy cat lady in the neighborhood.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
How many
Because we lived in an
how many
apartment
cats did
complex.
the crazy cat lady have?
Dozens. It was at
Oh,
least a few dozen because I just remember at any given time, like there would be probably 15 to 30 cats over there. So she probably had a lot more inside that she would not allow outside. So yeah, yeah.
so I mean,
No, there's pictures. There's pictures of these cats that did not belong to us that we were like, petting and enjoying as children. And seriously, like, hey mom, whose cat is that? No, no one. Yeah. Uh,
I don't know why I think that's so funny, Snowy. I just think that's hilarious.
it is.
You
It's
know, but
great.
that tells
I
me
mean,
like how people's can
yeah,
influence other people. Thank you. You know, you can like you literally by having a pet, you can influence potentially somebody to have more a pet later on in life or however that might look, Um, that's a good question. Then coming up here in my head is, how has having pets changed your life?
it's given me a purpose because there's always something to take care of, something that's happening, you know, um, good, bad, or other. Yeah, I mean, whether it be barfing on the floor, like I don't know. Sometimes I'm really amazed at like, did that really just come out of your body? How you're not even that big. Like how spatially, how did you eat that much food to throw it up? Like, yeah, I don't know. It's I know it's not an isolated cat thing that sometimes dogs will eat things and then they'll just totally, yes, you know, you know. Not my favorite thing,
Mhm.
but it's true.
They
So,
do. My
but
cat
I mean,
pukes too. It is what it
yeah,
is.
it's it's always evolving though. It's like, um, I don't know, I just look forward to the routine that we have. So like, we play and then we get hugs and sit down and anytime I'm singing or like, I don't know, like snapping my fingers and singing, Mo is always like, "Hey, what are we doing? We're having a good time, right?" So, Sylvie, hi. Um, so yeah, she's always pretty down for that. I love that.
Yeah.
And
No, I'm
oh,
always down for a hug too, Snowy. Like, you want a hug right now? Oh, you're like,
oh
oh
my
wait.
God, I want a hug.
Oh,
Yes. Oh,
it wasn't for me. I was just
come here. Come here. You said that in here. Oh, she's like, no, I thought about it. Can
You
we have a
guys, if you're just
reprise?
coming into Meow and Me, welcome
Thank
in.
you.
This is a featured show. This is Mo. This is Snowy. And we're just talking about her pets. She has three cats, George, We saw George as well.
Nacho.
Okay. Don't in the comments as long as they're polite and respectful, you won't get kicked. Is there anything that your pets are scared of? You know, is there anything having, three cats around has, do they get scared and run away from or each other?
I don't think any of us like it when somebody we don't know knocks on the front door. I swear, I think all of us, even the people, hiss. Like,
Even the people is.
because I'm like, who is that? And I'm like, oh, the window's open. My bad. Did you hear me? Like, um, no, but
I hiss as
honestly,
well. And it's interesting, you did say that you have to give medication to one of your pets every day. How do
yeah.
you how do you deliver the medication? Like maybe I do know people who have their pets on medication that are in here right now. And like how do you do it? Everybody seems to have tips and tricks, and I'm wondering how you do it.
Well, Nacho is pretty good that if I get him on his side, like if I lay him on his side and then just kind of open his mouth, like if I pry his mouth, the second his tongue falls, like if his mouth is open, the second his tongue drops from the roof of his mouth, kind of toss the pill back there and he swallows it. And he's really good. And I just give him pets afterwards. He eats his food. He is in a routine with this. He really is a good boy. Yeah.
Wow.
Now, the integration of like a pill and a half was different because he kind of learned that he could spit it out or spit part of it out. So you have to give it at the exact same time in hopes that he swallows it and kind of like massage his throat a little bit. But I mean, he's a really good cat, honestly.
Or
For being the
he's
goodest
yeah.
girl. Yes, you are.
Okay, our time together is pretty much close to being done. Snowy,
You
before you go with Mo, I just wanted to give you a chance to talk about like when do you stream here on the platform? If you guys haven't favorited Snowy and Mo, hit her with a favorite now. Click on her name, hit favorite, and tell us a little bit about when you stream and where people can find you.
Okay, so I can generally be found either in the morning between 8 to 10 Eastern Standard Time, and then in the evening, anytime after 5 or 6 o'clock, as long as I'm off work, I'm down to stream. Catch me, throw the notification on, come hang out. Don't be a stranger. Sometimes we're cooking, sometimes we're just catfishing, pretending like we're cooking, and we're already done cooking and just hoping people are going to come in looking for something. I'm like, let me find some in the refrigerator to show you. I'll bring it out. Okay. Aw. So, no, I've done so much cooking though, and I think of you often because I'm like, you were one of those encouraging people that I was always like, what are you doing? And it's like everybody encouraging you to do something you already love is really good, and that feels good. So thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I love eating, so I like what I love eating.
Same,
So it's just very easy for me to be like,
same.
yeah, what are you cooking and what are you
Yeah.
doing there? Yeah, yeah.
Right?
All right, you
Yeah, I'll
guys,
take
please
tips.
make sure you hit Snowy with a favorite. Snowy, Mo,
Good girl.
George, thank you for being
Thank you.
special guests on the show tonight.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it very much. It's my pleasure. You guys Thank you so much. I will
Thank
let you
you.
out up here.
Oh, I appreciate.
Ugh. Oh, I didn't mean to cut her off. I feel bad. You guys, I also wanted to, sorry, Snowy, I didn't mean to cut you off. I also wanted to bring a small thing forward. This week in Meow and Me, a very close and dear friend of mine lost her pet this week. And yes, she has several, but OG Lucky lost Skippy. Skippy has been on my show multiple times throughout the years. We all take this a little bit to heart. This is not just that, yes, Skippy was loved most and for most by OG Lucky, but also by Kitty Commander. And I asked Jay to steal OG Lucky's video that she made of Skippy, and we want to just show it before we do pets in the news. So go ahead, Jay. And this is a Alexa play Grateful Dead. Aw. And you guys, that was Skippy in he is no doubt in a lot less pain now. He was one of our beloved pets here on the Mimi streets. And if you see OG Lucky, just send her your love. There she is here in the comments. I don't know if you could hear it. OG Lucky loves the Grateful Dead, and that was one of the song choices she picked. So if you want to see the video again, it is on her Instagram. Click on her and follow her over there, and you can kind of see the video again. It's linked also in my Instagram story. Skippy he was pet of the week many times, but he was also well loved by all of us here on the platform. And we've lost a lot of our loved pets, so it is a really hard time to lose a pet. And if you have lost a pet, I think you all know how she may be feeling right now. So all love and support to OG Lucky, and rainbow wishes to Skippy. So let's do pets in the news with Cats. Cats, go ahead and request the box, and we will do pets in the news. If you're just coming in, welcome into Meow and Me.
Hi, happy Monday. This is a tough transition, so
I know it is, but
I apologize. And OG Lucky, I'm very sorry for your loss, but it was very obvious from the video and from all that I've heard that was a very loved pet. So tough day. I understand. Yeah. So I'm gonna try to maybe uplift the mood a little bit. I think my stories are probably more serious than not, but some useful information. I had no idea that April was Pet First Aid Awareness Month. Did you? Did anyone? Anyone in the room? Did anyone know that it is?
First aid for our pets? Tell me more, Kat.
I mean, I had no idea. I didn't even know that the Red Cross really got involved with pets. You know, often you think about when there's house fires or disasters or things of that nature that they help people, you know, for housing and to get back on their feet. But they do also serve pets. So the American Red Cross has an app, an online class that teaches pet owners what to do to help their furry friends when there is an emergency, or maybe they can't get to a veterinarian right away. And what's kind of cool is that, I'm going to skip around a little bit here. If you text Get Pet, so GETPET, to 90999, you can access the Pet First Aid app for free. And just to tell you a little bit about the app, some of the examples that they give is that, for example, what if your pet's choking or eating something they shouldn't? Now, some of us more seasoned pet owners might know what to do, you know, instantaneously, but certainly sometimes in the panic, you might forget what to do, or you might not know. Yeah. So what it says is that, what if the situation is so serious, there's no time to get to the vet? That's where the app can kind of come into play. There's expert guidance on how to maintain your pet's health, what to do during an emergency, how to include your pets like in emergency preparedness plans. You know, depending on where you live in the world or the country, you know, you might be more susceptible to tornadoes or hurricanes or things of that nature. So it's important that when, you know, you're thinking about yourself or your family, that your pets are your family too. So this app can help you to figure out how to include them in those plans. It will also, they can provide information about what kind of supplies you might want to put into a first aid kit for your pet. I wish I was that proactive. I'm lucky if I have a pack of Band-Aids for myself, but you know, definitely thinking about your pets is a good idea. They can also help with finding care facilities or pet-friendly hotels, whether that's because you're displaced or for really any other reason. The app can help you with that. It says you'll also have access to step-by-step instructions, videos, and images for more than 25 common first aid and emergency situations. So how to treat wounds, you know, maybe your dog or cat, or really any pet gets a wound, how to control bleeding on your pet, care for breathing or cardiac emergencies. So I think it's definitely worth checking out, because I have to be honest with you, it wasn't until I had my own first pet by myself, and my dog was about 14 years old, that he had a seizure. And I have to be honest, I didn't know what the heck to do. I mean, I just, in that moment, I freaked out, but then I got it together, but then I honestly had no idea what to do. And maybe if this app existed then, I could have put something, you know, quickly put something in there and perhaps would have known what to do maybe a little more quickly. So again, you can access that app by texting the word Get Pet, all one word all together, to 90999. I'm definitely going to check it out, and maybe you guys should too.
I love that. What a good idea.
We have some holidays that are either coming up or occurring right now, whether you're maybe celebrating Passover or celebrating Easter. Really with any holidays, we tend to maybe have some things in the house that we may not generally have. I mean, if I could have Cadbury eggs 365 days a year, I probably would have them in my house. But it's funny, chocolate eggs is one of the example that they give. But understand that not all, but a lot of the things that we enjoy on holidays are poisonous or dangerous to cats, to dogs, and they even include rabbits in the article that I read, I guess because of Easter. And also keep in mind, this is my personal disclaimer, Easter is not a reason to get a bunny or to get a chick. I That is my animal rights protection. If make sure you do your research first before you buy a bunny or a chick for yourself
Right.
or your
They're a lot of
child.
work.
It's definitely, something to think about. But chocolate eggs, I don't think it's any new news to anybody that chocolate is dangerous to most animals, not all animals, but most animals, certainly our cats, our dogs, and our bunnies. So you just want to make sure that any chocolate that you have, that you either eat as soon as you get it or put it in a safe place so your pets do not get to it. This was random, but I don't know why I'm laughing. They said hot cross buns. Now, to be honest with you, the only thing I know about hot cross buns is the song that I learned when I was a child,
Right,
hot
yes.
cross bun. Other than that, I don't even know what a hot cross bun is. I've never
That's what I
seen
was like,
one.
is that a game?
I should have looked it up so I had a visual.
I don't know.
But hot cross buns are apparently popular on Easter, and they are poisonous to cat and dogs because there's tartaric acid within them.
Oh.
So make sure you keep your hot cross buns away from your furry friends.
Right? This apparently is what it is. It's apparently like a bun that looks like this. These are the buns.
You're not going to find those in my house. They look like they have raisins in them. That's a no-go for me.
This is hot cross bun. Yeah, it looks like something of some sort. That's very, very interesting. Is that cream cheese? I don't. I definitely. I'm not exactly sure, Leroy, but
there are
you're not
raisins in
supposed to give them to pets. It's poisonous for pets. We do not. You may like. I don't know.
What's interesting though is that they say that although grapes are dangerous for cats and dogs, that they are not dangerous for rabbits. So just in case you have a bunny in the house, I don't know. I still wouldn't give them the hot cross buns though. Spring bulbs, which I talked about on a previous show, just to, oftentimes we like to gift flowers or plants for holidays. It's a nice host gift. But keep in mind, there are a lot of poisonous, especially popular Easter plants like lilies and daffodils, hydrangeas. So you just want to make sure that you are protecting your pets from those. Roast lamb, again, random, but lamb is an extremely fatty meat. That's probably why it tastes so good. And when it is fed to dogs or cats, it can cause pancreatitis because of the high level of fat that's in it. Because the organ that digests that becomes inflamed. So just a thought, but really yes, can't wait for the lamb. I don't think I've had lamb in like 30 years, to be honest with you, but again, dangerous, any kind of fatty meat. So even think about if you make like a, oh God, what am I thinking of?
Meatloaf?
No, like the big thick cut of beef. I'm having a brain fart. Oh, prime rib. You know how prime rib has a big fat belt on it, kind of, which makes it oh so flavorful. That's the same instance. You wouldn't want to feed that to your cat or your dog because that high amount of fat is not really digestible for our pets. And last but not least, foreign body ingestion. Doesn't that sound fun? Probably not. But again, you don't want your cat, your dog, your bird, or your grandma to be eating wrappers off the floor, to be eating toys. Sometimes might have like stuffed bunnies or things like plushies. Just because they might be safe for a 5-year-old doesn't mean they're safe for your pets. Right. So, choking hazards, things like that. So just a couple of things to keep in mind as we're celebrating the holidays.
And I think that somebody did mention, especially because Easter is coming up and we get a lot of kids with Easter baskets for your grandkids or your kids or your grown kids, even like the grass, the fake plastic grass inside those Easter baskets can entangle inside your pet's intestinal track if ingested. So you're going to want to make sure that with that fake Easter grass that, you know, you're putting your Easter basket someplace that your cat or dog or hamster or guinea pig or snake, whatever, cannot get into, because it will wreak havoc for you. If you're lucky, they'll take it and poop it out. If you're lucky. If not, it can literally tie up inside their intestinal tract. So things to definitely keep in mind with your Easter baskets.
No, absolutely. I guess it's kind of like tinsel in a sense, like the same kind of thing. Yeah, no, that can be dangerous.
And you shouldn't eat it either, cats as well.
I only eat it on Tuesdays, but today's Monday.
Okay,
and you said on Sunday, so we're good.
Also, me and you should take a hard pass on it too. So
it would probably explain a lot. I eat Easter grass and tinsel. No, the other thing I was going to say is that from a shopping perspective, we know that everything is getting more expensive. It doesn't matter if it's your eggs or your dog food. I know that I'm feeling the burn lately. So keep in mind, coming up on Amazon, I don't work for Amazon. I'm not promoting Amazon, but I am promoting trying to find cheaper prices for stuff for your pets.
Yeah.
That May 13th through the 14th is Amazon Pet Day for 2025. And so they will have mass discounts on a lot of supplies for your pets. You don't have to be a Prime member, so don't go and sign up for a membership. You can still get the same deals. It's just that you might not get the shipping like a Prime member would. But it's definitely worth checking out, because like I said, if there's something like, there's like real specific things I like to buy for my dogs that if I can catch them on a good sale, you know, I'll stock up. So you should definitely check it out. You own a chip.
Now, what days was that again, cats?
May 13th and May 14th.
Okay. Also, it's right before I go to Live Fest. Woo!
Heyo. And last but not least, if you're looking for something to watch on TV this weekend, maybe, and you have Disney Plus, there is a documentary coming out called Pets, or it has come out, excuse me. It's called Pets. And it's a documentary about children and pets, but it's for children. And the reason why it's kind of weird, is not weird, or different, should I say, is because most documentaries aren't made for children.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're usually either the discussion in those documentaries or the subject matter is not appropriate for children. This is a little bit different because it is aimed at children. And basically, I don't know if you know who Bryce Dallas Howard is, who is, oh God, the guy from Happy Days. It's his daughter.
Oh.
The director, I can't think of his first name.
Ron?
Yes, Ron Howard.
Mm-hmm.
So his daughter directed it, and basically it celebrates animals, and the goal is that she kind of uses like different types of media where she interviews children about pets, she films children with their pets, and the idea was to try to help to encourage early learning about rescue and the love of pets. So it's kind of cool because I know that I've seen lots of things about rescue and things like that, but not necessarily that were specific to kids. So this could be a nice family video, or I'm going to watch it myself, but a nice way to kind of introduce the idea of rescue and why we should love our pets. And as I said, it's on Disney Plus. The kids even talk about like how they named their dogs and cats and different pets. It's cute and lighthearted, and sometimes we don't have enough lighthearted stuff, to watch on TV. So I would say check it out. I'm definitely gonna check it out as well.
And I love that. I think that's really incredible. I think that there's never a bad time to watch anything with cats in it.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree. I'm always a sucker for like animals in the movies, as long as they don't get injured or die, because then I'm like, ugh, you know what I mean? But I think this is probably heartwarming, and like I said, a nice way to perhaps introduce kids to what rescue is and why it's important. So
I agree with you. Cats, before you take off and go away, tell us what you have coming up here in the next few weeks. with what you've got on your docket of things that Cats Roar is doing, so we know. And if you haven't already hit Cats with a favorite, click on her name and hit that favorite bunny. Hit that favorite button on Cats Roar, and send her a bunny too. Yes.
Sure. What was I going to say? So on April 28th is National Superhero Day. So I'm participating in an auction. Sorry, that's hosted by Bluey is her name. So I'm kind of excited about that. On May 9th is the Mondo Squad birthday auction. And then I am going to also, I have an idea for an event coming up. I just have to figure out who, what, where, when. So, stay tuned. I'll post that information on my Instagram.
I love it. Perfect. Thank you, Cats.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night.
You guys, that ends our show this week for Meow and Me. Please make sure you obviously come up here to the circles and hit these amazing people with a favorite. Bruce Wayne, the second bubble here, he does something called Mental Health Mondays at 10 p.m. So if you are wanting to talk about mental health or whatever, please feel free to pop over to Bruce's stream. He always gives an amazing, it's about 30 minutes long. So if you are looking to do that, feel free to go and talk with Bruce. Please make sure you favorite the amazing gifters. Want to do a big special thank you to Snowy, my special featured guest with her kitty cat George, as well as Mo. A big special thank you to Emoji J for